What is going on, buddies? I am here with Shamus.
Yo, guys.
Camera quality actually seems right here.
Yeah.
We didn't do it yesterday, because we did the
forfeit.
The forfeit of the Doomsday Grim Reaper sauce. Admittedly,
I just wanted to come back.
It wasn't that deep, but without the milk, it would have been deep, bruv. Don't even try that shit without milk. We are gonna outright say though, we are literally turning up the heat for the next one.
Yep.
The next forfeit person has to eat as much chicken curry as they can stand with this in it. With the caveat, tell you something. After each spoonful, this is a good way to do it. I know I didn't tell you this about this before this started, but you have to hear me out.
Go on, man.
After each spoonful, so you start off with one in there, you try one mouthful, you can do it. Second mouthful, extra drop. Third mouthful, extra drop. It gets hotter and hotter as you go to see how long you can survive, right? And the winner,
go on.
And the winner, what does the winner get? This is gonna, well, if you can survive up to 5 mouthfuls with 5 drops, the winner gets a 1-0 head start on the next prediction, and the loser has to buy them a burger meal, right? Something like that, whatever. I don't know. We'll work out what to buy.
The winner can choose what they want.
Yeah, the winner. See, he's right. The winner can choose what within reason. I ain't buying a fucking £100 fucking, I don't know, fucking Far Cry or some shit deluxe edition. Or
why?
Because I'm not fucking sure. A maximum of £20. No, £10 maximum. I'm a tight ass. You're the rich one.
A 10.
Tenner. Maximum of a 10. All right. Anyway.
We'll see who's gonna
win.
Yeah.
So there's a bit of a caveat to winning and losing these predictions, right? So actually, we're just going to start off straight away, right? With first of all, what are you doing having Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan on the pre-show? Apparently, but
they changed it.
On Wikipedia, this is listed as the pre-show match, but I thought they announced earlier that they were changing that. Anyway, this is just a tag team match.
Yep.
It isn't for the titles.
Nope.
So I think we can pretty much say that the Usos are going to win, right?
Yep.
Because it's not for the title. So, yeah, the Usos are going to win. Don't know why it's on the pre-show. That's dead food, fam. Yep. Tony Nese versus Arya Daivari, right? I will admit that I do not watch 205 Live, so I have no idea. I'm just going to go Tony Nese just because there's no reason for them to really drop the title and give it to someone else, right? So this is where it gets interesting, right? We're going to mix it up a little bit. Considering we don't know the order of these matches, right? We'll go with, I say that probably Becky Lynch, one of Becky Lynch's matches will go first, right? So this is really, really weird as well, right? Because you got 3 things that can impact Becky Lynch in this pay-per-view, right? You got the actual matches themselves, one versus Charlotte, one versus Lacey Evans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you've also got the women's Money in the Bank. Now, if WWE was smart, all of those will play into some kind of storyline with each other, right? So we'll take Becky Lynch versus Charlotte first. Do you see? See, this is the thing. We don't know which match is first. And depending on which match comes first might affect the predictions, but we have no idea. So Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. You going for a retention or you going for a new champion? Excuse me.
This is a freaking hard one, man. I don't know which one to choose. In my head, I freaking feel like I want to quickly get rid of the 2 titles from her.
What?
She won it.
You think they're going to get rid of the 2 titles?
No, I'm saying she already won the 2 titles, yeah?
So what, they want to take one off her now?
I thought, why would they want to take one off her already as she already won it? Why can't she hold the 2 titles for like a couple of months?
It's interesting.
That's what I'm just thinking. Even if Becky wins this year, will someone come?
Well, that's definitely for later, and that plays into the narrative of the 2 matches. But for now, Becky versus Charlotte straight. You kind of got to treat it as a one-off match. That's the problem. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. I'm probably gonna go with Becky retaining. Why not, man? I mean, can you imagine the heat if fucking Charlotte won straight away?
Yeah, I think Becky will run it. I don't think they will like get rid of those titles.
So Becky Lynch retains, right? Yeah. Becky Lynch retains.
Yeah.
I think we're both going with that. Becky Lynch will beat Charlotte. All right, Rey Mysterio versus Samoa Joe.
I think Samoa Joe will retain his.
You think Samoa Joe is going to retain?
Yep.
It's difficult, right? Because for me, they haven't done fuck all with Samoa Joe. And Samoa Joe on SmackDown, he is now. Yeah. Isn't he? I thought he went back to Raw. Didn't he go back to Raw?
No.
I swear. I can't even keep up. Yeah, so I'd like Rey Mysterio to win, but I'm going to go with Samoa Joe retaining as well. He'll probably face someone like fucking Mustafa Ali or someone after Money in the Bank. So yeah, I'm going with Samoa Joe as well. Unfortunately, he's going to retain over Rey Mysterio, in my opinion. Shane McMahon versus The Miz.
I say The Miz.
Yeah, I mean, we're pretty unanimous so far with each other, right? You've got to have The Miz win one of their matches. If he wins another one, then, I mean, if he loses another one, I should say, then I don't know what the fuck to do with him. It's sad, but...
I think those two will just go up to Saudi Arabia.
What, the show in Saudi Arabia? They're going to have another match? Hopefully not, but you're probably right. I mean, the best in the world storyline started there, so
he defeated me once, I defeated him once.
That's true. After this, it'll be 1-1. So yeah, we're both going with The Miz.
Yep.
Roman Reigns versus Elias. I think sadly we both got Roman Reigns, man.
Yep.
Elias is not winning for shit.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens. Now, this one might not be as clear-cut as you think. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I want to say Kofi retains and then someone might cash in, but saying that, they might do the same with Becky. I'd like to see Owens win, but personally, I'm going for a Kofi retention. Although Owens, out of all the matches on here, apart from the Money in the Bank matches, probably this one is the most unpredictable because I'll be honest, in my opinion at least, Kofi Kingston hasn't been what I would call a fantastic champion. Like he hasn't, he's a better chaser than he is a champion.
Yep.
In my opinion, but I'm still going to go with him to retain.
Yep.
What are you saying?
Same.
You're going for him to retain as well, right? Kofi. Right. Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. Again, this one seems clear cut.
I feel like Seth Rollins will retain it.
Yeah.
I just feel like
this one seems clear cut in the sense that you'd expect Seth to retain, but Vince can change his mind at any time.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that they'd go for Seth versus Roman at SummerSlam, but they can't and they won't because, well,
that maybe happen in Survivor Series if he's freaking holding this Universal Champion, he becomes a WWE Champion on SmackDown.
Yeah, that's probably what they'll do, innit? Are we both going with Seth Rollins to retain? Unfortunately, we don't give AJ Styles a chance. Right. Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans.
Becky.
In a weird way, right? I see it like this: if we both have her to beat Charlotte, then
in the Money in the Bank, someone will come.
Right? Yeah. The odds are that she'll beat Lacey Evans. But saying that, this is Vince McMahon. And, I mean, to be fair, if Lacey Evans won, I don't see... If Becky drops any championship tonight, it will be the SmackDown one, I think. Personally, right?
They're going to drop the Raw from her.
But I personally, weirdly enough, would probably... If she had to drop one tonight, I'd probably want her to drop the Raw one. I like Becky as SmackDown champion. It just feels right to me. Maybe it's because she's won it 3 times before or whatever the hell. But, it is what it is. But now I'm going with Becky to retain as well. Now, the match rumoured to open the event, Natalya versus Dana Brooke versus Naomi versus Bayley versus Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella, and a late replacement for the injured Alexa Bliss, Nikki Cross, right?
Who did you choose?
I mean, the storyline, right? I mean, it seems perfectly fit. You know, if you were ever gonna try to put the rocket, if you know what I mean, if you're ever trying to like give Bayley another shot at being a bloody main superstar, like a main eventer, someone who's high up the card, if you're ever going to rehabilitate Bayley, then perhaps her winning the Money in the Bank, turning heel and cashing in on a injured Becky Lynch for the SmackDown belt would probably be the way to go. But then I'm assuming Becky Lynch will disappear off to Raw, and then Bayley's basically got no one to feud with, or that whole Becky Bayley feud is kind of left. Whereas, see, you know, but it's the same logic of fucking whatever title she loses, isn't it? I suppose.
I feel like she would lose a SmackDown. And I feel like who's in Raw?
Well, yeah, I mean,
who's Raw superstars in
the Raw women, the Raw female is Natalia, Dana Brooke, Naomi, and Nikki Cross is in Raw, isn't she? Of course, she replaced Alexa Bliss.
I feel like a SmackDown one will win.
Well, to be honest, let's go process of elimination. As much as I like Natalia, they don't see her as someone who can like win the belt consistently. That's a shame. Dana Brooke's in there just because she deserves a chance, which is fair enough. Naomi, I admit, like she's probably a decent wrestler, like athletically, but I don't buy into her at all.
Nope.
Bayley, like I said, see, this is the thing that makes me fucked though.
My two superstars that I think would win is Mandy Rose or Bayley.
Straight up, one of those two. Yeah, straight up. This is the problem with that, right? Though, Bayley literally lost to Charlotte. So this is my fucking problem, right? If you have Bayley cashing on Becky Lynch, all right, that's all well and good, yeah. It'll be shit. I'll be annoyed because it's Becky Lynch, but she's injured. You can get away with it. It wasn't that deep. All of that nonsense, right? But here's the scoop.
She already had a chance.
She lost to Charlotte already. How on earth do you tell that story of Bayley versus Charlotte if Bayley wins it when she's already lost? Clean. Clean. There was no cheating. There was no nothing. It was a clean L. A clean L. Well, is this an L? Anyway, It was a clean L, right? A clean defeat for Bayley. And you know what? Personally, all these fucking people on Twitter, oh yeah, Bayley, hubba Bayley. You know what? If anyone was gonna win it, I'd like to fucking actually see Mandy Rose win it because people.
It'll be a new storyline.
A new person who gets the chance. Bayley, Mandy Rose. Thank you, Sean. Mandy Rose has been improving, and you know what? I just want to see the internet go mental if Becky loses. Personally, I hope she doesn't. But you have to admit, man, holding two titles.
For me, I feel like I'm going to choose Mandy Rose to win this one.
Holding two titles, has been a detriment to Becky, man. The poor bitch has been fucking. She's not a bitch, but the poor woman has been fucking, wrestling on Raw, driving to fucking SmackDown, and America's massive country, like completely like over here. Driving all the way like 6-hour drive to wrestle on SmackDown, wrestle on Raw, whatever. I mean, with Mandy Rose, right?
The only problem I just feel like on Raw and SmackDown, what has Bayley been doing? Just won the tag team champions. That's it, right?
Do you know what, right? Mandy Rose, if she won, she could go face fucking Asuka. Well, I know Asuka's in a tag team, but all right, somewhere down the line, she could face Asuka. She could face Kairi Sane. She could face Bayley. She could face Carmella. All of these people are baby faces. She could face Ember Moon. But where even Sonya Deville, if they start like
the feud will come from them.
Yeah, exactly. A feud will come. So you know what? Against all my better instincts, I'm gonna go Bayley. I think that's what they will fucking do. I think Bayley's gonna turn heel and cash in. I'm still going Bayley. I don't know. I've just literally explained why I shouldn't, but I'm going to go Bayley, man.
I think Mandy Rose.
Fuck, man. All right. Okay. I'm going Bayley. Shamus is going Mandy Rose. Sami Zayn versus Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Baron Corbin, Mustafa Ali, Finn Balor, Andrade Cien Almas, and Randy Orton in the men's Money in the Bank. You know what they've never explained, actually? I've just realised, right? And if you're a SmackDown superstar, it doesn't say what title you have to cash in on. Yeah. Well, technically speaking, there used to be a rule. I don't know if it's still the same, but there used to be a rule in the Royal Rumble a couple of years ago, right, where if you won, right, you could cash in on any superstar you wanted. Like years ago, who was it that won the Royal Rumble and they changed brands and like cashed in on a different person? I'm trying to bloody think who it was, but for the life of me, I can't. Basically, at the end of the day, if you win the title, if you win the Money in the Bank, it doesn't say which. It just says for a World Championship match. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. Me and Shamus already discussed this one a bit off camera earlier, not in great detail, but Shamus seemed to lead towards Andrade, Cien Almas, right? I mean, the reports are that Vince is high on him, right? Personally, I want Drew McIntyre or Finn to win. Most likely Finn, but we all know WWE ain't going to buy into that. But do you know what's really fucking weirding me out, right?
Yeah.
I've got this in my head, right at the back of my head.
Baron Corbin.
You knew what I was going to say. Right at the back of my head, right at the back of my head, there is this voice saying, Baron Corbin. They have been pushing this guy relentlessly.
He sucks.
Even bad ratings and everything, they still been
like even freaking he would freaking fuck off that money.
I know, but I still. But do you know what? I'm not gonna go Baron Corbin. Do you know what? I'm not gonna go Baron Corbin. But let's just put it this way: if he won this match tonight, and at the last fucking, the last shot of the fucking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That close to about that, I think he'll fuck you up.
I don't know, man. Can you imagine? You can imagine it though, can't you? Like the last shot of the pay-per-view, Baron Corbin with the fucking shitty fucking waistcoat he wears and the fucking bald head and that fucking smile, holding up the fucking briefcase. He's like, "I've done it. I'm the Money in the Bank again, and this time I won't fuck up." You know what? It was the hair that fucked him up. Now he's got no hair. He'll be able to see clearly.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. Who are you going for anyway? Are you sticking with your Andrade pick? Or
you pick up this because I've done this the way you want.
Oh, yeah. No, that's true. You did go first. See, even Sami Zayn, I know they don't give a shit, but he replaced Braun Strowman.
I think that Braun Strowman will freaking come and attack him this.
Yeah. Do you know what? I couldn't even see Randy Orton winning it, bruv. Because of bad ratings, I couldn't even see them going with a champion that they've had before that people know. Like, for example, yeah, if you told...
The problem is I just freaking feel like, as we're freaking saying, yeah, for...
Well, like, let's take my mum, for example, yeah. If you told her that Sami Zayn was champion, yeah, she'd be like, oh, fuck that. If you told her Ricochet was champion, she'd be like, oh, okay, fuck that. If you told her Drew was champion, she'd be like, eh. If you told her Baron was champion, she'd be like, oh, no. Ali, no. Finn, cool. But if you told her Randy was champion, yeah, she'd be like, oh, I know him. Yeah. That's the one thing, man, that makes me think fucking... Oh, I don't know.
I feel like freaking two options. I don't know which one to freaking choose.
I feel
Drew
like...
and Andrade, one of those.
In
my head, I just freaking feel like even if Drew wins, you know he will have an opportunity like in a couple of months.
So basically what you're saying is, yeah, Drew can have a title match without the Money in the Bank.
Because you know he's already...
I can see that.
He's already feuding with Seth Rollins. Okay, he's not feuding, but...
Yeah, but they've been feuding and they have a history, yeah.
Because I just feel like after AJ Styles, yeah, who's there next?
Yeah. So what? You know what? I think it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Baron Corbin, yeah? And then at SummerSlam, it'll be Seth Rollins versus Drew. Yeah.
That's what I'm just thinking.
Do you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to back Finn Balor. What the fuck am I even doing?
What?
He's a Tottenham supporter, man. Oh, Finn.
Sure.
Oh, I'm going to be eating that curry, bro. I'm going to be eating that curry.
I don't even think we're going to freaking... No one's going to freaking win. And this man's one. You
know what? If I'm going Finn, you gotta fucking be brave and go Andrade as well, bruv.
Yes. All right.
Oh my god, dude.
I got Andrade.
You know what? I can believe Andrade as well because he's been taking English lessons and all sorts. All right.
Because the one thing I'm just thinking is for SmackDown,
Andrade, CNL, and you can imagine, he won't fail in his cashing,
Nah.
Because imagine Zelina Vega fucking comes out, when the champion's fucked up, she's saying, "Oh, my client's gonna get you one day," blah blah blah. The champion's like, "Yeah, come on, behind, boom."
The only way that I feel like SmackDown
Andrade, CNL,
was both SmackDown women's and the men's are gonna win.
Oh shit! Yeah, nah.
I just
do you know what? I'm changing my pick. Sorry, Finn. Oh my god! See,
you just did.
I don't want to see a fucking.
But the only freaking problem is, I don't know, man.
See, this is the fucking problem. You're right, man. Surely they can't. Mind you, last year they had 2 Raw people winning. So, you know what? Oh my god.
I may be fucking be wrong and they'll freaking give it to Drew.
You know what? But I can't see them giving it to Drew. Just like you said, he's gonna fight fucking Seth Rollins by himself. Drew don't need the briefcase.
That's why I'm just.
Drew is already a fucking big man.
Yeah,
he don't need no briefcase.
I'm just thinking, if Kofi wins it, what other superstars are there to face it?
Hey, fam, what if Drew wins it and catches in on Kofi, fam?
Right.
Drew.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre. Oh, fuck, man. All right,
I don't know if I'm wrong.
Finn Balor. Why am I going Finn Balor, fam? Oh, I want him as champion, man. That's why.
You can't.
I'm going for Finn. Fuck it. I'm going for Finn Balor to turn heel and fucking cash in on Kofi Kingston. Fuck it. I've done it. Oh, shit.
In my head, what the fuck?
I'm going to be eating fucking this shit, bro. Right, he's going for Andrade. I'm going for Finn. You heard it first. Finn Balor, boy. Tottenham Hotspur supporter. Finn Balor is going to win the Money in the Bank. Right. For an extra point. That is the main predictions. For an extra point. Maybe the deciding point. How many championships does Becky Lynch, does the man walk out with Money in the Bank, walk out with at Money in the Bank? None, 1, or does the man retain 2, both titles? For an extra point, how many does she walk out with? 1, none, or 2? I can see WWE going fucking mental and making her walk out there with none, you know. I don't think that I'm hopeful.
I feel like.
Fuck me, man. This is making me stressed up, tension in my back.
Simple thing, I'm just thinking, if it's Becky and Charlotte the last match, then I feel like.
Well, we don't know. That's
the freaking problem.
That's the problem. We don't know shit. It could be fucking Kevin Owens Kofi last match. Do you know what? Right, 1. Right, none. 1, none, or 2.
Let me think about it. You choose this.
Excuse me. Unfortunately, I'm going for 2, fam. I don't give a shit. Oh my god, I've done it wrong again. She's gonna get cashed in on. I know that.
You're 1, I'm just thinking.
See, I'm going for 1. I'm going for 1. I want to have the faith though. I don't want to be seen as a turncoat. But when I had the faith in Batista in WrestleMania, that's what fucking cost me the predictions.
They're just saying 1.
1, yeah. I say 1.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it's gonna be the same. I think 1. If it's Charlotte, if
1, none, or both. 1. Fuck it. I'll go for both then because I don't want to be the same. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? All right, that's it. I've committed suicide. You might as well fucking book me up for this now.
I don't know, man.
Sweet as. See you guys later. What predictions, just to go over them? We both, right, let's just re-go over them just to make sure, right?
Yep.
We both gone Usos, Tony Nese, Joe, Kofi, Miz. The 2 Money in the Bank matches is going to be the decider. Kofi, Miz, Becky, Reigns, Bayley, Mandy, Finn, Andrade, Seth, Becky again, and Becky is walking out of there with 2 and 1. Right, lads. I've just lost the fucking predictions because there's no way Becky's walking out there with 2. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being a guest as well.
No problem.
The loser eats fucking curry and it intensifies. Remember, first spoonful, right? 1 drop, 1 pipette drop. Second spoonful, 2. Third spoonful, 3. Fucking hell, that's going to be critical.
Yep.
Do you know what? You know the way to fucking do that, yeah? And I know this is a bit of a preview. To eat 1, boom, boom. Eat 2, boom, boom. 3.
Quick time, innit?
And if the person makes it to 5, yeah, they survive. If not, they have to fucking get them a burger or whatever.
Yep.
High stakes, low rewards.
Yep.
Cheers.
All right. See you guys.